Hi there. What I want to do is focus a couple short series of videos here about L.A.B, our lesson activity builder that was introduced in Notebook 15. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the different activities that are available through Notebook 15.1. But before we do that, I want to talk about pre-building some content, some ideas of things that we might use on a regular basis, like class lists or maybe some word lists, things that we're going to use in multiple activities that we don't want to have to keep recreating. So to get started and introduce you to that is I'm going to go ahead and create a new page, and I'm going to come up here to our L.A.B icon, which is our magic hat. Go ahead and click on that. And before we get into the activities, I want to focus on this tab up here that says Manage Your Content. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You'll notice I already have some content already created, so I have even numbers and nouns. But one thing to keep in mind when you're talking about this Manage Your Content, this is Manage Your Content to your computer. So it's kind of like your My Content in the gallery. It stays on your computer. So if you go elsewhere, you won't have access to these lists. Now, they'll still be in the activities you've created. So if you move those files from computer to computer, you're fine. But the stuff, these lists and things you want to repeatedly get to, they are on your computer to insert. So, and you can actually create this content too as we build activities, and I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. But I want to focus on pre-building some of this ahead of time. So probably one of the most common things we're going to rebuild or need to rebuild on a regular basis is our class list, and that's a lot of typing. So we want to pre-build it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new list. And for a list name, let's say I'm going to call this period 1. I'm going to say it's my period 1 class list. And I'm going to do student list in this case. So I'm going to come over here and type and Sam. And I could keep typing my list, but we know that that's just tedious because the reality of it is you probably already have a class list type somewhere. So let's say it's in Excel. So I come over here to Excel, and I've already got my students listed here. So I'm just going to copy them, come back into Notebook, pick one of these blank lines here and paste. And there's my names. Maybe that list is in Word. So same thing. I'm going to come over to Word, copy the names, come back to Notebook, and paste. And there's my student list. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So now as I'm working through lab activities, every time I need period 1, they're ready to go. So now let's say I want to do some other content. I already have even numbers. Maybe I want to do some odds. So yet again, I'm going to create a list. I'm going to name it, and I'm going to keep it as a content list. So I'm just going to go here and type 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And there's my list of odds. Now you'll notice here I have 6 odds, but I only have 4 evens. Like, oh, maybe I want to make those lists the same. So I can edit these at any time. So I'm going to go ahead and hit edit. And I'm going to go ahead and add two more to make those lists the same size. They don't have to be the same size. I'm just throwing an example out there. But then something else we can also create is a picture list. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new list. And let's say I'm going to do shapes, because some of the activities allow you to use pictures. So instead of typing, I'm going to click my file folder here. And on my desktop, I have a folder here called Shapes. And I'm going to go ahead and add my circle. I'm going to add my square. And I'm going to add my triangle. So this time I can use pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now I have a shapes list. So, maybe I can use that multiple times. So that's pre-building some of the content that you can use in L.A.B. And we're going to talk about more, like I said, creating those lists as we work through the activities as well. So I just wanted to show you that little shortcut there. So thank you, and we'll continue on with the different video and start working on the activities here soon. Thanks.